Yo, what's popping, y'all? It's your boy. I'm back. I'm back. Pulled up again. Ah, you know what I'm saying? We gotta talk about Ryan Garcia, y'all. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy in the boxing streets. I want to see if anybody gonna pop in. I don't tell nobody when I'm going live, so you know, if YouTube don't warn you or you don't see me, I don't know. I gotta figure out I gotta figure out how to put the alert out there. Feel me? So yeah, I'm gonna just hold up. Oh yeah. Fucking lighter. You know? Where y'all at? Are y'all even up? Y'all still sleep? Yeah, man. So I'm gonna just get into it, man. Ryan Garcia. Y'all love y'all love the corruption in boxing. Y'all love it. I got a YouTube short out there congratulating Devin Haney on, you know what I'm saying, him getting a small piece of justice. People say that I have a lame perspective on it. Somebody said I had a lame point of view on it. You know, so I'm here live. I want to respond to that live. I want to respond to that comment live because he said I had a lame point of view because I congratulated Devin Haney and I felt like it was a small piece of justice served, you know what I'm saying, on for Devin Haney. You know, a lot of people been giving Ryan Garcia a lot of leeway, a lot of passes, a lot of passes. They're making up excuses. They like, oh, well, wait for results, and when we already know the results. We know how this goes usually in boxing when guys get knocked off. We know what it looks like. We know the process. Boxing fans know the process. We've been watching boxing. We've been around boxing for many years. You know, and it to me it seems like when it's your fighter, when it's your favorite guy, that's when you want to try to make excuses for your guy. It's no excuses when it comes to cheating in my eyes. That's how I see it. If that's a lame point of view of seeing it, I don't care who it is. If it was Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? It would be it would be the same thing. It's horrendous. It's fucked up. Right? It's fucked up to cheat somebody that's clean and you dirty and you fighting them. It's a difference. This isn't basketball. This ain't tennis. This ain't baseball. This is fighting. People die because of punch impact. People can die because of it. People become vegetables because of it. If it's lame to be okay with somebody being suspended, somebody's like, oh, it was only this much amount found in the system. And shout out to Showbiz the adult. Showbiz, he's been getting a lot of flack because of his perspective on it, on the Ryan Garcia thing. A lot of people feel like, including myself, feels like he's trying to cover up. You know, he's like trying to minimize what Ryan Garcia did to Devin Haney in that ring by cheating. You know, by saying, "Oh, it's only this much in the system," or "Oh, let's wait for all of the results and we have to wait for the B sample." All this nonsense. All of this nonsense, man. When we all know what's up, man. We all know what's up already. The beans been spilled. You know what I'm saying? It's been whistleblowers already. And VADA has, in all of the testings, people who supposed to test in boxing did everything they were supposed to do. They followed the protocol and it came back positive multiple times for multiple different things. And then one of the issues with what he said was, what I didn't like when I heard him say was, "Oh, guys, you got to know what supplements you're taking." Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what's going inside your body, man. You're not taking supplements, especially if you're an athlete. You're not just putting anything in your system and you don't know what. You're not doing that. You know what you're putting in your system. These guys know. They're not ignorant. I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear that. Oh, know what's in. They know. They know what's in it. And they purposely taking it. Big baby Miller. He's another steroid user, abuser. Lost out on possibly 30 million for his family because he can't stay clean. Right? It's a problem in boxing. And when the fans keep trying to make up excuses because of fandom, all it does is add fuel to the fire. And corruption will continue to infest this sport. Corruption is a real, huge issue in boxing since forever, since its birth. Y'all just want to continue to indulge in the corruption until it's your favorite fighter with a brain bleed and he's in a coma and he got tubes stuck up his nose. And then it's, oh, prayers are, oh, and now everybody's on social media giving your prayers up. Oh, we pray for the family. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all some fucking weirdos talking about I got a lame perspective. Y'all do shit like that instead of speaking out and standing against corruption in boxing and people cheating. Instead of standing against it, since he's your favorite guy, it's okay. It's cool. It's cool. It's all right. He only took a little bit. It doesn't stop. He still had more skills. Get the fuck out of here, man. He probably wouldn't be able to take the same amount of punch damage. What if he didn't take that shit and when Devin Haney hit him, it actually affected him some? But since he's on that shit and he's roid raging, he ain't gonna feel nothing. Where y'all at? Y'all be lurking on my channel, popping in and out. Y'all be lurking on my channel. Y'all be like, pull up, say something. I'm here. Say something. Y'all be lurking, y'all be saying stuff, and then y'all take little jabs and y'all don't want to pop out. You got to start defending what you saying. You coming in the comment section saying little things, and now I'm live. You know where to be found. Where y'all at? Time to defend yourselves. Y'all love corruption in boxing. Yup. Y'all love it. Y'all love fighters getting hurt. Y'all love that potential. The potential of somebody being on steroids and fighting. Y'all get off on that. Y'all have to. The amount of excuses on X that people are coming up with trying to defend Ryan Garcia is absurd. He's been found guilty on all corners, red-handed, straight black and white, on paper. And motherfuckers is still finding reasons to okay it. That's crazy. You're okaying it. If you saying that Ryan Garcia and you feeling like, oh, he didn't know what was in his system, or he was taking something unknowingly, you just like a little naive child. Then I'm gonna just put you in that category. You're like a little naive child if you believe Ryan Garcia possibly took supplements without knowing what he was taking. He was just listening to some strength and conditioning training. He was just listening to his team. Remember when Freddie Roach, I'm gonna take y'all back now. Remember when the allegations that Floyd Mayweather made against Manny Pacquiao that he's a steroid abuser, and Freddie Roach backed it up and confirmed and said that when all the evidence started coming out against Pacquiao, his coach Freddie Roach is on record stating that he didn't know what was in those drinks Manny Pacquiao was taking. He said he didn't know. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know what was in it. It's crazy. Crazy. The amount of excuses heard is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's in the title of this live. Y'all love corruption in boxing. Just admit it. I just want y'all to admit that y'all love the corruption in boxing. Because sometimes y'all pop in the comments here and there, right? And y'all say stuff and y'all say these little excuses. It's crazy. Let me see one of them. Let me see if I can find one of the excuses. Let me see if I can find one of the excuses. Hold on, let me see. Look, here goes somebody said suspended. They said this. They said Ryan Garcia, in response to me congratulating Devin Haney on, saying some type of justice in this big fiasco with Ryan Garcia, right? Somebody says this right here. Oh shit, I lost it. Suspended over a non-steroid that had no effect over the fight. Yo, he said that shit had no effect over the fight. Are you serious? He got popped for a non-steroid that had no effect over the fight. What? This is what people are listening to? This is the shit that's being regurgitated out into the boxing streets. And people were eating this up. He was found guilty by Nevada, UNLV. He was found guilty by everybody. Every organization that took a test for Ryan Garcia found dirty shit in his system. And not just a little bit. Oh, it's just this much. No. Nope. It's cat. It's cat. It was a lot. That boy was roid raging in that fight. Okay? He was like this. Oh, he wanted more. You saw when Devin Haney hit him and he said, give me more. He was in a roid rage. That's what was happening. Devin Haney looking at this motherfucker like, yo, Hulk smash. Devin Haney looking at Ryan Garcia like, yo, whoa, he was overwhelmed because of the abuse of the fucking steroids. Yes. That's why. That's why Ryan Garcia looked the way he looked. And if you don't believe that, you just fanning for Ryan Garcia. You just fanning for him because you like Ryan Garcia better than Devin Haney. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. The rematch. A clean rematch. If I was Devin Haney, I wouldn't even rematch Ryan Garcia. I wouldn't. I know he wants to rematch him for his, for his get back, because he wants to get it back in blood, for his ego, for his pride, for his manhood. I understand he wants that get back. But if I was Devin Haney, and if I was advising Devin Haney, I would not give Ryan Garcia another opportunity to fight at a rematch. I wouldn't. I would say, fuck him. That's what I would do. If it was me, this is what I would personally have done. If I knowingly knew that Ryan Garcia cheated me, I would not fight him again. I'll take every fine. I'll take all the measures that I would need to take to make sure that he's punished for the crime he's committed, right? I would do all of that. I would even look into pressing charges on that nigga for it. Yes. I'll take it that far. Cause see, now I gotta get petty now. See, I gotta get petty now because you got petty by taking steroids on me. So now I gotta take it to the next extreme. Right? And if that doesn't work, now we slide. Now I'm taking it personal. And now me and you got on-site beef in real life. That's how I'm taking it. If none of my professional shit works out in my favor, the last result is we got on-site beef. And yes, I'm going to go through measures to get you hurt. That's just it. It's up from there, nigga. Because now you're trying to affect me later on when I'm 40 and 50. You know what I'm saying? I can't play with my grandkids and shit because of your fucking steroid ass, nigga. Nah, nigga. You ain't getting away with that. You ain't getting away with that. I'm sliding. Yup. We putting bags down. Yup. We coming with 3-4. We coming with the crew and we jumping you. We harassing you, motherfucker. Don't do that. We in this sport where we both risking our lives in this shit, man. And you want to try to make it okay to cheat. Everybody wants to make it okay to cheat. Let's talk about it. Y'all love corruption in boxing. Y'all love this shit. Y'all love it. Y'all love seeing y'all like them old Roman people and where they gotta go like this, kill him, kill him. Y'all want to see somebody die. That's what y'all want to see. Y'all want to see somebody get hurt for real. Y'all don't want to just see a good fight. Y'all don't want to see two competitors duke it out, imano, to see who's the better man, fair and square. That's not what y'all want. Y'all don't want the gentleman's sport. Y'all want to take it back to the classic. Y'all want to take it back to the roots. Y'all want to fight to the death. Y'all bloodthirsty maggots talking about I got a lame viewpoint about this situation, because I believe Ryan Garcia should have got the 2 years like it was rumored to be initially. They was threatening 2 years suspension, a 2-year ban, where Ryan was like, well, shit, I'll just retire for it. In that case, y'all talking about 2 years. Right? Y'all talking about 2 years. You know, and y'all think that's too harsh. All right, so a year, he gets fined 1.1 million out of the purse. So they got in his pocket. Devin Haney got his O back, so he's back to being an undefeated fighter. You know? Let me tell my guys real quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So yeah, this is if we the fans don't hold don't hold these guys accountable when they cheat, when we find out that these guys cheat, if we don't hold them accountable as fans, you can't have you cannot let the fandom override. You can't. The little bit of power that the fan has, we give all of our power away. This is why they're allowed to do the things in boxing that they do, because us, the fans, we give our power away to the power structure. We give it to them. And they dictate what we're going to see and what we like. Bob Arum said it one time in an interview. He's like, the fans don't know what they want. How the fans that's paying the money don't know what we want? This is what he thinks about boxing fans. This is how they feel. Eddie Hearn and Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman included. This is how all of these guys think. They think that small of you, us, the consumer of boxing. They think that small of you, that they say, you know what? We're going to feed Tanker Old Loma and they going to love it. We're going to give Javante Davis, a green guy that we know he could beat, that we know he's going to knock out. He's going to look amazing doing it, and they're going to eat it up. In the meantime, the fights that we really want to see him in, at the time we want to see him, time's just going by. We're not getting it. Time's just going by. Time's just going by. Right? And then these fights fester, they get old. The ability when they were at their peak aren't the same. You know, we got a old Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather fight. We didn't get the one when Manny Pacquiao was running through everybody when he was on his roid void. When he was on his roid way. He was on a roid way. Knocking everybody out. Manny Pacquiao moving up, looking amazing. Listen, I love Manny Pacquiao. I love Manny Pacquiao. But the boy was using that shit. He was using that shit, man. It's nothing you're gonna tell me that he wasn't. Oh, he didn't get caught. He didn't get caught. Y'all say the same shit about Mayweather. Oh, Mayweather's been using ever since this. He took shots in his hands. Right? Y'all say the same shit. It's always gonna be there. The corruption shit is always gonna be there because of whoever's your favorite fighter. You never hold them accountable when they get popped. They get a smack on the hand and nothing really happens. There's no, like they say, there's no commission in boxing. There's no outer body that can control. Yeah, and that's how they want to keep it. It's the Wild Wild West. Money rules everything in boxing. Money rules everything in boxing. Look at Eddie Hearn with Dillian White and how they allowed, because they already had the tickets sold. They didn't want to have to give back money. They didn't want to cancel the fight. They couldn't find a replacement fast enough. They just convinced the guy to take the risk. Here, we'll pay you an extra more money. Just take the risk. This is a blood sport. You'll be all right. He gets in the ring still. God forbid something would have happened to this guy. But who knows if something didn't happen? Because he may not feel it right now, right? He may feel that shit when he's 60. When nobody truly gives a fuck about him. Right? You know why? Because y'all love corruption in boxing. That's why. Y'all love it. I just want y'all to admit that y'all love it. Y'all want to see somebody really get hurt in boxing. That's what y'all want to see. Because the amount of excuses you came up with for Ryan Garcia, right? And this is why platforms like Showbiz is getting criticized heavy, because he's a big platform. He's a big platform. So when you're a big platform and you say something, it holds weight. So this is the just all part of it. Comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? Like let's talk about it for real. Like, it's to the point. Listen, corruption is so embedded in boxing that I want to see corruption in boxing video games, right? Matter of fact, we did see corruption in the boxing video game. Remember on Fight Night Champions, they had their story. They had the story. Their story was built around corruption in boxing. Hold that one. EA Sports, y'all know Andre Bishop, everybody that played the Fight Night series. The story in the Fight Night series, it was corruption in it, right? The guy framing this guy and making him look like this, and then the promoter comes out favoring Bob Arum, and he's just a goon. He's just a monster. All he cares about is green. But when he's in front of the camera, he's saying professional things and being nice. Just like in real life. You know? Real spill. Real spill, man. I really don't get it. I don't get the support. I don't understand how we could go down the line. We could go down the line of guys who got caught using shit and it gets swept under the rug. Greats. I'm talking about all-time great Hall of Famers. Hall of Famers. Hall of Fame guys got caught using, being dirty. And it's just no repercussions for it from no angle. Ram, what up, boy? I see you. Thanks for pulling up. Yeah, man. I'm just in here talking about the corruption in boxing. That how y'all love it, how people love it. Y'all love the corruption in boxing. They love it, Remy. The amount of excuses. I've never seen so many excuses I have seen it between Manny Pacquiao and Ryan Garcia. I'm telling you, with so many more that is just slipping my mind right now. It's corrupt. It's amazing to me, man. For being dirty, it's like people are upset that like these are the rules of boxing when you get caught, that it either turns into a no contest or the person gets his O back. These are the simple rules of boxing, and people are upset that Devin Haney has an O back on his resume again. They upset about it. And these are the simple rules. This is what happens in the judgments. When the judgments end, this is what they do. These could be the results. You could get fined, you could get some extra money, you could get your O back, it could be a no contest. A lot of different things can happen. A lot of different things can happen when a person wins a steroid case in boxing on the other side. He's rewarded in multiple ways. You know, he could have went down in the rankings. If he lost the belt, he would have got the belt back. People like if it was championship and Ryan Garcia wins the championship, he has to give the championship back. It's all kinds of rules. Yeah. Yep. And see, Remy, you going deep into behind the scenes on what was happening with Ryan Garcia, far as all of the people that can sue Ryan Garcia for defamation for him saying, oh, they did something in his it was something in their supplements that he took. Because he was just coming up with all kinds of different shit. It was something new every day. It was a new lie. It was a new cover-up. See? In showbiz, the adult. I gotta get on my board because I love showbiz. But yo, that boy was wigging, man, and he keep getting hit with the criticism, and I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. You know, and it's just like, and when things like that happen, this is why it fucks me up. It fucks me up because these guys, a lot of times, YouTube guys, when they come up, when they first start, they real raw, they just authentic, they truly themselves, right? And then boom, these guys get channels, they get YouTube money, and it just starts being different because now you're just in a controlled environment. You're in a controlled environment now. Now we're paying you. Now you can't do and say anything now. And the more money that gets involved, the more ties you have, the more business connections you make. You get shit like that. You get takes like that where they say shit like, you gotta check what's in your supplements, guys. You gotta check what's in your supplements. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. You know everything that's going in your goddamn body, especially athletes. Like if it's an average Joe, me and you know what I'm saying? We going and we trying to get right. And somebody said, all right, we might not know. We might not know. You know what I'm saying? We could fuck up and be like, oh shit, that was steroids. I didn't know that. But athletes, they know. There's doctors around. There's other shit going on behind the scenes that they gotta confront. They gotta sign off on, and doctors gotta get past, and physicals gotta be made, and corruption in boxing. They pay off doctors. They pay doctors off. To anybody that have an excuse for Ryan Garcia popping dirty and beating on Devin Haney like that. Someone said Ryan had an IV as well. Oh yeah, yup. Listen, he was doing everything. He willingly took those drugs with no regard. He didn't give a shit. He didn't care. That's what he did not care. Feel me? He didn't give a fuck. He let people get in his head. He let people swindle him. He was talking all crazy, trying to act like he crazy so he could fall back on that when he actually does get. This shit is all a game, man. This shit is all a game. And you can't get caught up in the game. You got to see this shit. Yep. Floyd all in his ear. Floyd is in everybody's ear. Top guy in boxing, top hater in boxing. There you have it. You got a top guy in boxing, top hater in boxing. That's your Hall of Fame great Floyd Money Mayweather. Top hater, man. He is a top hater. And that's all you've been hearing about throughout the years in Floyd's career is in the backgrounds. The more YouTube guys been getting behind the scenes, Fight Hype, Ellie Setback, the more behind the scenes these guys been getting, the more shit you can confirm that Floyd is a hater. And that Floyd only gives a fuck mostly about himself. All of that shit. Oh, Floyd did this for somebody. He helped this guy out. He helped this guy out. That shit is all for look what I did. That's what it's for. I don't believe it's all genuine. Everything is business. Because y'all love corruption in boxing. That's the title with this shit. It's the title with this shit, man. Y'all love corruption in boxing. Yup. Y'all want it to continue. Shout outs to Cologne over there from the PBC, who's a vegetable now, who kept getting rabbit punched. And now he's a veggie, man. His mom's got to take care of him. Boxing ain't backing him up. It's hard for her. Right? I don't hear nobody talking about this guy. Shout outs to my guy, Paul Williams, man, in the wheelchair. Can't fight no more. Shout outs to that boy, man. Out there from Aiken, South Carolina. One of the only ones to make it out of that small town in South Carolina. Paul Williams. Do you hear anything about Paul Williams now? I know he's doing some things. I know he's like giving back to boxing. He's still somewhat involved in boxing. He helps the younger generation and things like that. I know that because I'm a boxing guy. But the average fan, you don't know that. You probably don't even know who I'm talking about when I say Cologne. You know? This shit is weird, y'all. Y'all getting weirder and weirder and weirder with how this conquering divide shit. Y'all just letting it happen. Richard Cologne. Yes, that's the full name. Yup. Thanks for that, Ram. That's the full name. Richard Cologne. He had a lot of promise. He had a lot of potential. Like Al Heyman was like pushing him to be one of his next Mexican stars. And he was just excessively rabbit punched. Excessively rabbit punched in that fight. Excessively. And that's part of corruption in boxing. When these referees, look how deep, how many layers of corruption in boxing you have to deal with. You got to deal with the referee. You got to deal with the judges. You got to deal with the promotions. You got to deal with the fighters wrapping their hands, taking bad supplements. Like, it's sick. The layers of corruption in boxing that you have to go through just to try to get a fair fight is OD. Just for you to get a fair, clean fight in boxing, the layers of corruption that you have to go through is like no other. It's like no other. It's damn near like an illegal sport. The way boxing operates is like an illegal sport. The people involved in boxing should be arrested. That's how fucking corrupt this shit is. Yeah. And when when Margachito wrapped his hands against Cotto, that took significant years off of Cotto's career. Of years where he couldn't provide for his family with his fist because his fucking mind and his fucking face was battered from a fucking cheat. You know how long and grueling that process for Cotto to come back from that was? When he found out knowingly that this guy's hands was fucking wrapped in plaster? Do you know the mental fortitude that Miguel Cotto had to exude in order to bounce back from that? Look, Wilder hasn't bounced back from the Fury cheat. You feel me? A lot of guys don't bounce back when they get popped, man. They just don't. They just don't, man. This shit is fucked. The boxing game is messed up. It's horrible. But yeah, man. But yeah, I'm about to slide out of here, man. I've been on here for well, I don't know. I might chill a little bit longer. I could chill a little bit longer. What y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to talk about Undisputed? What y'all want to talk about? We could talk about Undisputed. We could talk about EA. We could talk about EA Sports. Yes, I agree. Boxing is still the greatest sport in the world. With all of that fucked up shit. Nah, see that? See that, Rem? Look, see, Rem, I could tell that you're doing a lot of that you're doing your due diligence on your research, man. You're doing you're being a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at what's happened. That's right. Margarito, that fight wasn't overturned. And it should have been overturned. You feel me? So this is what I talked about this earlier in the live, where you know what I'm saying, where these guys go through this shit, where different things can happen. Like I was making an example that Devin Haney, people were upset that Devin Haney got his O back. You know, it could have been multiple things that Devin Haney could have got rewarded for. And I believe Margarito, he was just like, I think he had it like a band. He was like banned from boxing. Like he couldn't fight for a minute. It was like damn near almost a lifetime ban, I believe he received. He was able to come back somehow through the corruption. Let's get back to that. Margarito was able to come back through the corruption of boxing just so Cotto could get his get back. You know what I'm saying? Different times. It was a different time. Yeah. It was definitely different times, but it was always, this shit is prevalent in the history of boxing. But it was born. Boxing was born on corruption. It's hot as hell in my shit right now. But yeah, man, he came, he pulled Margarito, Bob Arum pulled some strings to get him a boxing license back in America because he wasn't able to fight in the United States. I think he was only able to fight in like certain countries would allow him to get his boxing license and he could fight. But he couldn't fight in the States. Not until if they created a league, I think a league would help. I think a league would help. But I don't believe because look at the leagues we do have in place already and how corrupt they are, like the NBA and the NFL. You know what I'm saying? These are some corrupt organizations. You know? But I do think a league for boxing, I think it will help boxing out tremendously because boxing's never had it. So it'll be something new and you know, it'll shake things up. You know, it'll probably scare guys like, oh shit, if I get caught and if there's real solid consequences, right? Significant consequences where it's like a lifetime ban. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it would help for sure. I believe it will help because it would shake boxing up. It would be like, wow, look, boxing is at least they're doing something. It would show that at least they're trying something to try to help save these guys. I like the fact that how the Turkish guys are moving. I like how, and see, those are the guys that I could see possibly creating that very thing. Yep. Rest in peace to brother Richardson, man. Rest in peace to brother Richardson. He was a hell of a trainer. Yeah, yeah, but the Turkish guys, man, Hebrews, you gotta point with that. Those the Turkish guys, they could be the ones that I could see that will make a league like, listen, nah, we gonna do this shit fair and square. We ain't gonna keep doing this shit and with the it has to be from the judges, referees, all down. All everybody gotta get their protocols right. They all gotta get their protocols right. Hey, yo, hit the like button for me, y'all. If y'all pull up, hit the like button. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But I'm just tired of seeing guys have to go through the ringer when somebody is doing them wrong. When a guy's been wrong, he deserves justice. This is simple. This is nature, man. This is where there's good karma and there's bad karma. My mom used to tell me, Sean, always be on the right side of your karma. That's what I do my best to try to do. I always try to be on the better side of my karma. Not all the time it's going, it goes your way. You know what I'm saying? But try to do it more often than not. Right. Right. Yup. The sanctioning bodies. They the oh my God. See, when we talk about corruption, when we talk about corruption in boxing, man, damn. Look at the layers. The layers. Why the hell do I gotta pay $300,000 to hold a belt? You want 250 racks out of my bread to have your strap? Get the fuck out of here, man. That's excessive. I don't care. That's excessive. If you want to charge a fee, I'm fine with a fee. But 250,000, 300,000, that's OD, man. That's OD. You ODing now. Now you just being greedy because you know you could do it. Oh yeah, yo, we could get this money. That's what the sanctioning bodies is doing. Making all of these damn belts. They making all of these belts for what? The ABCs. Uh, uh. I don't know what the ABCs. When you say the ABCs, Hebrews, what you talking about? Put me on to some game real quick. Yeah, but a league definitely is definitely needed. It's been talked about for years now, but nobody's never seen to. Okay. The belts. Yeah. Um. Yeah. That's gonna be a problem for sure. For sure. They're gonna have to try to find a way for them to get paid for them to, or you know what? The way the Turkish guys are doing it, the way they controlling things, they could just, you know what? Fuck the WBA, fuck WBC, fuck IBO, fuck IBF, the IBF. Screw y'all. We're gonna make our own belts, and we're gonna make these belts prevalent in boxing history. And then they could be talking about the WBC in the past tense. Because the WBC is the top, if not the top corrupted belt in boxing, and it's the most prestigious belt in boxing at the same time. The most prestigious belt and the most corruption. Mexico, shout outs to everybody in Mexico. That's why you got Floyd saying, "Oh, belts don't matter. Belts don't matter." And now Tank is adopting that same mentality, this belts don't matter shit. And then it takes away from us who care about the belts and being the champ. So all of this stuff, boxing is changing. All of this stuff is gonna be out soon. So this is why the WBC and all of these guys, they probably trying to just make as much money as they know they can because they know they're a dying breed. They're a dying breed. Because people are just starting to see, they're just starting to see the fuckery in having a belt. Floyd's been exposing it by not being undisputed, not going after all the belts, just going after this belt, giving this belt up, getting a belt, and then relinquishing the belt right after. Yes. Yup. The WBC. Yup. They don't want to push for that Benavidez fight. The fight that all the fans want to see. That's the fight we all want to see. We want to see Canelo and Benavidez get it on. But the politics and the corruption, it stops it. It stops it. You know? It's crazy, man. Word up, man. I need y'all to like, subscribe up if y'all not subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Do that for the boy. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yep. The WBA. Look, Rem, keep them flowing, man. Keep flowing. Keep flowing. I'm sure y'all could just keep coming with things of, damn, that seems kind of fucked up. That everybody is not getting a fair shake. Motherfuckers just want their fair shake, man. That's it. We just want their fair shake. How look, if we was playing this game, if we was playing boxing in video games terms, and I'm Bud Crawford and you Spence, and it's for the big fight, and I beat Spence, I'm supposed to be able to move up and fight the next big guy. How the hell Spence lose and then he gets the Fondora fight? You just lost a championship fight. Not saying that Spence doesn't deserve a shot, but he has to fight like a qualifying fight. He got to re-qualify. You just took an L, you took a little setback. You ain't done, but you got to re-qualify to get your spot back to be like, okay, he's ready to go after it again. Yes. Yes. But the fans now, I'm getting on what I'm getting on, the sanctioning bodies and all of that, the governing bodies, yes, they are the issue. They are the issue. But what I'm saying is us as the fans get caught up in this shit, making excuses for the corruption. We got to take the little bit of power that we have left as fans and say, fuck that. We not tolerating these cheating ass motherfuckers. Because they don't care about the fan. They don't care about us when we the ones that's paying paying these guys' bills, man. We are the ones that they need for for the sport to continue to grow to where they could even pay these guys a certain amount of money to fight. See, they stripped off of, excuse me, what the promotions and all of these guys, they're in cahoots. They're in cahoots to take control away from the fan and say, they want to tell us what we like instead of us expressing what we want and they providing it for us. They want to say, nah. We want Canelo and Benavidez. No. Y'all want Canelo and Charlo. Nah, y'all don't know. Y'all don't want spec. Listen, nah, y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want Devin Haney versus Tank. You hear Leonard Ellaby? That fight ain't that fight just not. Y'all don't know. I'm in boxing, so I know. Right? They want to tell us what we want. Instead of the fans saying, oh, yo, we want to see Tank and Shakur next. Yo, that fight will be sick. Nope. You're going to get Frank Martin and you're going to get Tank. Oh, we want to see Loma when he was wiping through everybody. We want to see Loma fight Tank when he was wiping through everybody. Nah, you know what Mayweather said? Nah. We're going to wait him out. Tank's young. He going to do this. We're going to catch him on the back end. And look what Tank doing. Catching Loma on the back end. Now they talking about Tank versus Loma. And you know what the excuse is going to be? Oh, it's all about timing. They're going to take it into a business sense. Oh, it's about timing. The money got to be right and all of that. All that bullshit excuses from niggas getting in the ring and showing who's who. That's all we want to see. We will pay top quality money, right? Listen, you could charge us $100 if it's the fucking fight that the fans want to see. You could go crazy on a price if it's a fight that the fans want to see. That's who. Oh man, that Zoulos was. That was a. Oh my god, that fight was. That fight was a gruesome fight. That was a gruesome fight. It was very close to that fight, man. That was a very close fight. And now Fundora is the champion. And didn't Fundora get popped? Didn't Fundora got popped for something? I think Fundora got popped for something. It was some controversy around Fundora. Yeah. Now, do we get that fight? Do we get Ortiz in the Suzu fight? I would love to see that fight. I really think Suzu should get his rematch with Fundora. That's really like that's what should happen. It should be a rematch between Suzu and Fundora because the cut in the fight, I think it was from a headbutt. It wasn't from a punch, but no, it was either from an elbow or a headbutt when Suzu got cut, and that changed the complexion of the fight. It was blood all in his face. He couldn't see, so he couldn't do the things that he needed to do to you feel me? Like it should be a rematch. But guess what? Suzu didn't have a rematch clause. So and now everybody blamed. Now everybody blamed Suzu for not having a rematch clause in his contract. Oh, he should have had a rematch. He should have had that. But the real story is, if you want to be honorable and you want to be on and you want to be tapped in with your legacy and you want to do shit right and you want to be the best and you believe that you can beat this guy on any day, you give that man his fucking rematch. Right? You give him his fucking rematch. Yes, he was. He was cooking. I ain't gonna say, yeah, he was cooking. It was a good fight because Fandora was still there. He was still a live dog the whole time. He deserves a rematch. That should be Fondora's next fight. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's the way it should be. But we talking about Fandora fighting everybody else, so he can have an opportunity to lose those belts to somebody else, and then Suzu, it's even harder for him to. This is why it's so hard to keep a championship, man. When you become champion to defend a championship, that shit is tough. When you the guy that everybody's gunning after, that's a hell of a task. That's a hell of a task to be a defending champion, let alone you do it multiple times. If you defend a belt, to me, if you defend a belt 3 times and successfully, you locked in. You locked in as a certified. You certified for real. You ain't no one trick pony. You ain't no you got lucky. Nah, you the real deal. You the real deal. You know? Yeah, man. I just get so tired of this when I go on X and I see comment sections, I hear guys' reactions to and guys' excuses. It's trickling down to the fans. And once the fans get poisoned with this shit, it's our control, our power is gonna be 100% gone because we still have some power left. As fans, we still have some power left. But man, nah, I missed the call last night. I don't know. They messing up my they messing with my ESPN Plus subscription. I don't know. They messing with my subscription. I got it on one app, but on I don't know. It's something. I gotta fix it. I don't know what's going on, but I wasn't able to catch it. I wasn't able to catch it because I got all my apps for wherever boxing go. I'm logging in. When Showtime was it, I was logged into Showtime. HBO, I don't care. Wherever boxing move, wherever Al Heyman top rank, wherever them boys go, whatever network, I'm there. I don't care I don't care about that. I want to see fights. TF versus Morala. When is that? When is that fight? Yeah, for sure. For sure. A hardcore boxing fan. That's why that's why I fuck with it, man. I love this boxing shit, man. I could talk boxing with y'all like, man, listen. Listen. Man, Tevin Farmer, man. That was another guy I like. These guys squander a lot of opportunities too. That part. That part. Yeah, man. Anytime I go to these fights, man. I ordered to go. Like I didn't have to order the last tank fight. I didn't have to order. I didn't have to come out of pocket and and order that fight. I could have watched it for free. I already got one of them sticks that I could have hooked up and watched the shit for free. But me, I'm such a hardcore guy that I wanna I want you to make the money. You feel me? I'm enjoying you getting knocked up beside your goddamn skull. I'm enjoying that. If I get to enjoy that, you get to take $70 out. I got $70 for you, dog. I got that. I got 70 for you, my G. You know what I mean? Can't do it all the time, but you know, when I can, I will go to the fights. Like, that's why I was so pissed about Charlo, man. You know what I'm saying? I supported Charlo. Like, nigga, I went to your fight, nigga. That nigga was trying to talk out the side of his, man. But yeah, whatever about that. That's when Charlo came to Brooklyn. We was in the building. We was in the building, close to him. We was close to him, talking to him. The nigga ain't know what we was on. He like, y'all fucking with us or not? Just weird ass energy, man. Just weird. Like, nigga, we here supporting you, nigga. Like, you ready to fight, nigga? Fuck you. Yo, niggas was on that nigga Charlo helmet. Straight up. oh man, a fight at the Barclays. Oh man. That one thing I can say is that experience. If you get a chance to go to the Barclays at a fight, go. It's an amazing time, man. It's an amazing time. You could bring and it's real neutral. You know what I'm saying? It's a spot where you could go with the fellas, or you could make it a date night with your girl. You know what I'm saying? So, or you could, you know what I'm saying, make it a family thing. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say bring a baby or anything like that. But like, you know, if you got kids like 11, 12 or some shit like that, you could make it a family thing. It has, man, some bangers for real. I saw Wilder in there. I saw who else I seen? I seen Charlo up in there. Matter of fact, I was there for the fight with my boy. My boy got knocked out. My boy Lubin. Yo, boxing fans. Boxing fans is crazy. Every venue I've ever been to, boxing, I'm talking about professional and amateur, there's been a fight in the crowd. Just be prepared to see a fight in the crowd. It's like, and what happens is cops don't even arrest the people that get into the fights. Like, nobody gets arrested. No matter how big the brawl is, unless it's something like somebody die or something like that, God forbid. You know what I'm saying? But usually a fight, when it's a big melee, nobody gets arrested. All they want is for you to get the hell outside and go on about your base so we could go on about making business. Oh, definitely weed smoke in the air. Definitely. Yeah, Lubin is tough, man. I actually met Lubin. I was doing work in the same hotel that Lubin was working, that he was training in. One of the hotels right there. Damn, where is that? Right there in Brooklyn. I saw Lubin and his crew, and one of the crew got at me because I had Charlo winning, but I wish Lubin luck. You know what I'm saying? I really felt like Lubin wasn't ready for that fight yet. You know, like Lubin's crew was ready to fight me. They was ready to fight me and my nephew. Facts. Yo, them Haitian niggas was in there. Yo, they was in there thick. Lubin's mom was crying in the crowd like her baby boy just got shot. It was awful, man. It was awful to see his mom go through that. Watching her boy get slumped like that. Oh. Yo, niggas was in there. They was trying to fight me and my nephew for real. We was in there going back and forth with Lubin fans. They didn't want, because we was going for Charlo. Because we was going for Charlo, they was like, who you going for? They told us like we couldn't sit there. I'm like, nigga, you stupid. Those wasn't my seats, but Yeah, I wasn't having it. Yeah, Lubin was a baby. Yeah, he wasn't ready for that fight. They put him in there prematurely, just like what they did to Frank Martin. They just did it to Frank Martin. Frank Martin was not ready for no Tank. Oh yeah, fight of the year, fight of the year. Lubin and Fondora. I still watch that fight. I said every once in a while I roll one up. I'm going through something. I want to watch something exciting. I'll go to Lubin and Fondora. That fight. I was going for Lubin. I was going for Lubin on that one. Oh man, that fight. But see, even though Lubin lost that fight, I'm still satisfied with the effort that that man gave. You feel me? I don't give a shit if you lose, man. It's boxing. It's gonna happen sometime. If you keep fighting the top guys, eventually somebody gonna get your number. That's definitely for his life. Was that fight of the year? It should have. If it wasn't, somebody need to somebody need to say something. It had to been up there. I know it had to been in the runnings. I know it's for sure it was a nominee. That fight was hell. Yeah, man. But yeah, yo, I think I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I got some things to take care of. Thank y'all for pulling up. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna do more lives. I'm gonna do more lives. And I need y'all to pull up. I need y'all to pull up for sure, man. So I check y'all in the next joint.